Well, I hope everyone is doing very well because I know. Oop, that's not the window I want to move. All right. Why does this look off? Oh, wow. I just know there's like a little black bars up and down. That shouldn't be right. Anyway, crypto's doing very, very well. So I spent a good morning and afternoon today patching my patch. So I definitely will need to find out how to set up a test server so I can then make sure everything's right and then push it to live. Yeah, and I finally released my music that I had Miguel Pardo make, and I have to say I am. So I can definitely tell Satan is trying to, make me very unhappy, but like I've already been learning from Jesse Lee Peterson, you know, I can't make things go the way that I want them to go, because no one's in control of anything, including me, which is why I'm reaching for these protein bars. And I think I'm just coming to the realization that conservatives really are just not suited for art. Not only for making art, but also not appreciating it either, right? Because there's a really big problem with people not liking something like this, but they'll be more than happy to like my other stuff. I mean, which is better than nothing, but it's kind of a problem because, you know, if you're gonna complain that you don't like the kind of art that's being or culture or whatever that's being perpetuated, then you should support stuff that you like, or at least something that's not degenerate. You know, because if not, what you might call it. Because if not, then I mean, there's actually no point in someone like me making, going through the trouble of making, something like this, right? Also, it's kind of weird too because I had a tweet that got like 1,000 something on Gab, and then I invoke God yet again here, and there's like crickets. It's like conservatives really are where they deserve to be because they're just making so many mistakes, and it's just I don't want to say frustrating because now I just have to learn just to just not get emotional and not get an opinion about anything. But I'm just saying that like conservatives, they're not going to win in the long term. Even if they somehow manage to turn everything around today, they're not going to be able to keep their gains, right? And well, I mean, I don't know. What else can I say? Like, well, now I'm thinking, well, what would God do, right? Well, he doesn't really care. He'll just find someone new to, carry out his will. So in my case, well, since I'm doing stuff on behalf of God, I'll just have to find new people to, share God's gifts with. So that's probably why I want to keep working on entertainment and movies and games and stuff. Because if my current peers are not appreciative of art, then the younger people will. All right? Because if I'm not there, well, your Jeffrey Epsteins of the world are going to get to them first. So it's going to be one or the other, you know? So, yeah. So I'm just like thinking, that's just that's just how it goes. The good news is, at least on the YouTube channel, it does seem like the music videos, doing pretty well. So, and I've already been listening to like a non-stop on loop for like days on end. So, I mean, I probably should play it here, but that's the other thing too. It's like I signed up for TuneCore, and like it's like so freaking hard to protect my work, and they just keep taking my money. It's kind of actually really annoying the shit out of me. And specifically because of YouTube. Like I actually I just find out more and more just how incredibly overpowered Google and big tech is, and it's just very frustrating. So I don't know, but I'll figure out what the IP problems are, and like JLP did teach, like, any problem you encounter, you should count it as a blessing because that comes from the Bible or something. I'm sure somewhere in the Bible it says that. So, yeah, whether it's me working on the bugs that were present today with my patch, because it was actually kicking you if you were trying to sprint. That was because I kept changing the run speed modifiers. Oh, excuse me. And let's see, what else? Yeah, so I had a fun time dealing with that. Yeah, actually, that was all my morning, really. Okay, so let's just do that. Okay, get that. There was something else I wanted to say, but what was it? So I was doing that. I know I was complaining about copyright protection. Oh yeah, so I don't know. I have it on stores. I gotta put it on something called BMI. I always just thought they were like these angry, greedy record labels, but they're actually there to protect your music IP rights and then collect the bill. I think they keep like 15 or 50% or something for your efforts, for their efforts. So yeah, but that's how it goes. All right. So anyway, that's that. With that being said, that is kind of unfortunate. Oh well, I guess everyone's just gonna have to just enjoy watching woke BS from Hollywood, right? Because even if I create like the best show and it's like the same thing as Star Wars, I mean, if no one's gonna promote it or help me out, right? You know, well, I mean, then you're not don't be surprised when your kids suddenly decide, hey, they want to transition genders, and then they hate your guts, and they're doing a bunch of other stuff that you probably don't want them doing. So, yeah. Oh well. But at least we have crypto, right? So anyway, we've got, all right. So I've actually looked at this right before I started the stream, and Bitcoin is at 20. So if I'm looking at this right, the search interest is actually down a little bit from retail normie interest, which is just insane to me. All right. Though I think, well, because Bitcoin hit the all-time new high today, or maybe late last night, maybe we'll see an upshot in this. Because right now, buy Bitcoin has started to spike. So we're definitely going to be looking at these two trends, all right? Bitcoin and buy Bitcoin. So in fact, if buy Bitcoin hits the top and regular Bitcoin over here is kind of close, that's probably a good time to actually start dumping. That's what I'm thinking. Also, of course, hyperinflation keeps prices going up and up and up and up, which is actually a wild card. So I think markets did pretty well today. The Nasdaq was flat, but that's because I think yesterday did really well. Precious metals looked pretty good. Crude oil actually made a recovery, and it's actually going up higher. Wow. Okay. And we'll look at crypto in just a second, but it's doing phenomenal. Okay, short-term, medium debt got bought up. Long-term debt sold off a little bit. Actually, yeah, I've been completely neglecting the dollar. Yeah, it's down a little bit today. Yeah, here we go. All right, so let's take a look. So Bitcoin is at, wait for CoinMarketCap to update correctly. All right, so it does say 66,000. Okay, yeah, it is 66,000. All right, so Bitcoin just went straight up, so it needs to pull back a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't pull back too much. Ethereum's at 4,100. Yeah, Binance Coin's finally above 500 at 501.60. Cardano's finally popping off, so that's good. Doggy Coin going up a nice amount. So pretty much everything has gone up a lot today. Surprisingly, Litecoin's doing pretty well. And yeah, Shiba Inu is recovering. Yeah, so we're doing pretty well financially. We're doing very well. The only thing that's not doing so well is actually Binapet. That thing keeps going down, but it'll eventually turn around. Because I also want to check to see what JetSwap's doing. Yeah. Okay. What's JetSwap at? 19.2 cents. This coin cannot catch a break. Alright, so let me see. Yeah, so I'm thinking if Bitcoin does have a slight pullback, I should see a reasonable jump in altcoin prices. Unless the altcoins were also going up along with Bitcoin, in which case they'll reverse. So hopefully by that time, Binapet should be doing pretty well. Because I'm still pulling out a pretty nice DeFi income from the Binapet Binance Coin liquidity pool. But the problem is, of course, Binance goes down, Binance Coin goes up. They both essentially cancel each other out. Okay. All right, because I was spending all my time today basically working on managing the IP rights for my music. and working on the patch, right? Fixing up the patch specifically because it was, not working correctly. I think I do want to keep this stream kind of short. I mean, there's really not much to say. Now I buy 6,500K. So there's pressure face would immediately discontinue Novi. Yeah, I don't know what it is about Facebook that's just pissing off the government. I mean, not that, we should really care because, it's Mark Zuckerberg, but I don't know. On the other hand, I'm a little bit weary of this crypto regulation stuff, which is probably going to come, but what are you going to do? Bitcoin futures, ETF debut the highest ever to natural value. Okay, that's old news. All right, so there's really nothing here. I mean, they're just reporting this. All-time new high. Okay. Okay, they're charting. Oh, yeah, actually, yeah, we could go to plan Bs here. Yeah, I've been trying to, get rid of this burp, and it's just, not coming out. This week has already seen all-time new highs for Bitcoin. Got several... Expectations remain for even higher levels of Bitcoin seeing a full swing, various which continue to suffer against Bitcoin on the day, but its highest. So many altcoin Bitcoin pairs look like they want to break down. Estimates currently state the first time I should produce a turnaround in altcoin. Okay, this is definitely wrong. And on top of that, you could easily see altcoins are doing extremely, extremely well. It's just a matter of who's doing even better than the other one, But overall, it's all up a lot. Okay, only exotic cryptocurrencies, the ones that are top few thousand or whatever ranking, that only those are under pressure. Okay, I don't want to. Okay, let's take a look at over here. Oh, 144. What? Okay. New all-time high just released. Countdown the new all-time high, and then this is the old stuff. New Bitcoin all-time high. Yep. Yep, does very, very well. All right, so October is still on. Facebook stocks still looks cheap. When you got rapid inflation, why not? All right, and I know Riot's doing pretty well. Mara is actually down today, which is a little odd, but I think it's because Mara went way up too much. It's not almost twice the value of Riot. That's a little bit too ridiculous. And then Beto was actually up almost 8% today before coming back down to 3.2. So I think what's happening is people were overbuying a little bit and then taking some profit, which I'm all right with. So as long as we're looking at these two trends, buy Bitcoin and regular Bitcoin and Google Trends. Actually, let's see what the world is doing here. Okay, so Google is reporting the same thing. Yeah, I think it doesn't matter if I do worldwide or United States. It's basically going to show me the same thing. Okay, let's try worldwide for buy Bitcoin. Flat. That's interesting. So the world doesn't actually give a shit about buying Bitcoin, but in the United States they are. So that's very, very interesting info. Okay. So what is the warning signs? Well, I already mentioned this before, but again, I'll reiterate. What are the warning signs? Well, basically, I want to look at U.S. and worldwide trends for these two. And then just see how many of them are basically close to 100. Because once it gets close to 100, that's when I'm probably going to start, converting into cash. Now, I'll still have to take into consideration, A, I could be wrong, and then B, hyperinflation from the Federal Reserve is just going to keep propping up all these things. Because, again, the dollar is kind of getting killed here. I don't know. I mean, that's the big wild card is inflation. So... and obviously, we've had plenty of situations where markets went down because of inflation, and then crypto went down with it, which is not what's supposed to happen. It's supposed to be the opposite. So, yeah, that's the thing. Of course, 6 reasons why no one's returned to work. Well, we all know that's a lie. I mean, it's because of the vaccine stuff, which you're not allowed to talk about. So, actually, I do want to look at this one more time. Yeah, this is this is so. Yeah, one auto play. Yeah, this is really bad. This is so bad. Yeah. Oh yeah, they also tried throwing king. Excuse me. They also tried throwing. They tried throwing King Yoba back in federal prison, but I mean, obviously it's just harassment. They're just trying to drain everyone's money and then throw everyone in jail and stuff. I mean, so far our feds haven't succeeded, but I mean, they haven't. You know, they have an infinite amount of resources because stupid taxation. So yeah, yeah. I'm just thinking, if we ever get out of this, like conservatives really do have to learn how to like just not be so passive, right? But I just don't. I don't know. To be really honest, I'm just not really sure how. You know, I'm just not really. I'm not really sure how confident I am in something like that. I mean, I think like liberals will always just be a thing. Simply because conservatives don't want to do anything. I'm speaking broadly, of course, but I don't know. It's as I develop my game more and I actually see who's helping me out and who's not. That's and I'll also go by political affiliation too when I analyze that. I'm definitely going to, definitely notice all these little things. So, you know, and now that I return to my father and I'm doing the silent prayer more. I'm going to be less and less afraid of, saying the truth. So, people get mad at me. Well, I mean, I guess they get mad at me. Speaking of getting mad, let's see what we got over here. Yeah, he's always like changing his pictures. What? Shouldn't they be like way older now? Well, I guess they would be 4 or 5 years old, right? Yeah. Who? Okay, I don't want to read all that. Trump didn't win the election all on his own. He had help from these dumbasses in D.C. who drove the voters to the point of. But the okay. Hey, you gotta sleep at a private line, Russian billionaire, Oleg, you're gonna come whether it. Okay. This guy does look familiar. Russian tycoon Oleg has responded yesterday. They're now whether it's starting. I don't keep going at a house any done the American can be. What my money, sons of Putin's money, did you find yesterday in those bad? Did you grab and enjoy the jam that went off the pantry, vodka, or the bullshit? I'm sick of these effing okay. Oh, okay. I thought this was like a woman for some reason. But I guess I skipped over the Oleg part. Diatribe. Deer ticks at the cyclist. We're trying to chance of going up against your voice. I like jokes. Yep. Some great advice. It was all. Some good advice I got once. You're about to go to war for the first time. The enemy is all your doubts, all your fear, and everyone back home told you couldn't do it. Keep your head down, keep moving forward, and never quit, and you'll be fine. Well, that's basically the secular version of all thoughts are lies. Yeah, the only thing is, I'm not sure if he likes Chinese people, because he constantly likes to bash China, so that's the thing. So I'm always a little uneasy around that. Especially since I don't see him, calling out the other countries that are also screwing up America. And trade joins. Yeah, I mean, for the most part, I don't even see anything. What could I expect, really? Let's see. See, that's the thing. Now I'm procrastinating. I really should get back to working, which I will, because I barely had any time to go through my Udemy course. Because now I want my next patch to work on the skill system. Because I basically got the drain stamina thing working correctly, so I need to make it so that when you sprint, it drains stamina like every other game that has stamina. And then I also want to create a skill tree, a leveling system, and then all that will cost stamina. New grifter candidate just dropped. Robbie Starbuck. I think this asshole used to follow me, and then he unfollowed me. Okay. Oh, there's Richard Grinnell. A serious candidate. Yeah, what the hell are you doing running in a deep blue? This is such bullshit. Grifters will always take advantage of stupid conservatives. Makes me very sick. Always take advantage of stupid. Makes me very sick. Yeah, because I don't give a shit. This fucking asshole unfollowed me, so fuck him, you know. Also, he is actually stealing from conservatives too. Like, why are you running? You're running as a Republican in a deep blue area. Like, what are you doing? All right. The only person who could maybe do something like that would be Laura Loomer. All right, and she got up to what did she get? I think she got like 43 compared to like 50. So she got really close. All right, and that's only because Laura Loomer is like the type that really gets in your freaking face, where she has to basically nag you to whatever. You know what day of the week it is? I don't even know what that means. Okay. Right now. Okay. I probably have to be careful because he does say some edgy stuff, so I don't want to get banned here. All right. Well, I mean that's that. So. All right. So we caught up on everything. All right. Yeah. I guess I'm gonna go back to work because the game never stops. Oh, I did actually get beta access to the Cycle, which is basically a light version of Escape from Tarkov. So I might, if I try it, I might consider streaming that. But I also kind of want to do like a patch showcase on the Dragonflare Studio channel too, which doesn't have much, but I don't know. I kind of just want to put content on that channel too. I don't know. I'll think of something. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. I will see you all. Well, tomorrow's Thursday, right? Yeah, tomorrow's Thursday, and then I mean, there's really not much to say. I mean, we're making money. Bitcoin right now, as I say this, is going to pull back. Hopefully, it doesn't pull back too much. But I guess the more it pulls back, the more it'll go up when it does make the next leg up. Because Bitcoin's basically gone straight up. In fact, oh yeah, we forgot to check. We'll check the RSI. Its RSI is already well beyond what it should be. So when that pullback happens, it's going to pull back pretty hard. We're looking, if it's targeting this 5121, we got like 700 to a couple thousand, depending on you want to measure the red or blue thing. Now look at this. This thing is far beyond the highest blue line over here. So yeah, I mean, in fact, I would probably be okay with a pullback now because I don't want a severe pullback later, right? Because we all want the same thing. We need Bitcoin to be at $1 million, all right? 500 grand to make my prediction correct back in April 2019. But we need this clown car to go really high up. So 64,854. So this should be a pretty decent support, right? The old all-time high, which was broken. Can I see like around April 11th? So, yeah. All right. Anyway, I'll see you all tomorrow. Thanks for watching. And yeah, I mean, just keep holding at this point.